Hi everyone, and good afternoon from Oklahoma City, where today we're at the Frontier City theme park, and we're going to take a full park walkthrough showing you everything this park has to offer. And it's kind of an interesting park because most parks you kind of exit through the gift shop. This park you enter and exit through the gift shop.
It's a charming gift shop.
It is. And this is also where you would get on one of their bigger roller coasters, the Diamondback, but unfortunately it is closed. It's the second time I have been to this park, and the second time the Diamondback has been closed. It's a forwards and backwards looping roller coaster. Kind of a bit in the retro side. Would have been nice to get on that, but maybe next time. Now, if you haven't been to Frontier City before, it does have an old Western feel, pretty much for the entire park.
Oh yeah.
A lot of other it is owned by the Six Flags company, which is now like one of the biggest theme park companies anywhere.
Six Flags, Cedar Fair.
Yep.
What is it officially called?
It is Six Flags.
Six Flags.
And it's a little bit more well themed than other Six Flags. Like you walk in and you see this really cool water feature and the rockwork and the wagon wheel. And then as you walk into the park proper, you're greeted by this wonderful old Western Main Street. Now, what we did get to the park at opening day, the park's got kind of weird hours. It was open from about 11 a.m. till 7 p.m. And right before, like probably 10 minutes before the park opened, they did like a shootout show welcoming the guests.
With their like stunt team.
Yeah. Also like that the sign welcoming you to Frontier City, it's in the shape of Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's great.
In your little Western Main Street here, you do have guest relations and then some various food and beverage things. It is a very, very charming park indeed. Now, it is not going to be the biggest or the grandest theme park, but it's very quaint.
It is. I do love the theming, and they do the theming very well.
Yes. I guess also it's kind of easy to do the Old West because like then everything can look like it's falling apart.
Yeah. You don't have to upkeep it as much.
No. Right ahead of us, Fort Frontier, which is a big giant building. There are restaurants in there. There are gift shops in there. There is, I believe, a magic show in there as well. That's one thing you get here at Frontier City that you don't get at a lot of the Six Flags parks is entertainment. There are 3 different shows on offer. We'll show you them all as we pass by. On the right over here is Quick Draw, which is the park's shooting dark ride. It is an Old West shooting dark ride made by the Sally Corporation. And I love it, but it's not in good shape.
Yeah, it's definitely seen better days.
Yeah, probably 80% of the effects don't work. It's in a sad condition.
But I do like how it's a Six Flags park with an indoor dark ride.
Yeah, and one that fits the theme very well. Now, if you continue this way, you can get to their upcharge zipline ride, as well as flying scooters and an amphitheater. I would say one of the best rides in the park is going to be right ahead of us, and that is the Mystery River Log Flume. Unfortunately, I think it's had a lot of issues today, so I think it is back to being closed. It might be the best ride in the entire park.
Yeah.
There's like a tunnel and cave segment, and it's just a really good log flume. I'm not sure what they're doing over here. I wouldn't be surprised if that building is for the carousel, because the carousel is also closed. And also, if you look, there's going to be a big building back there behind this sky coaster, which I don't believe is operating either. And that building used to be for, you actually see part of the old roller coaster. That many years ago was a roller coaster, but that has been closed for a very long time.
I was gonna say, do they do haunt stuff?
Yeah, I think haunts are in there. So you pass the Dippin' Dot stand. I will say, we have not had the best day here at Frontier City. There are as you'll see as we walk around, there's a lot of closed rides.
Yes.
And the park doesn't have a lot of rides in general, so to have that many closed rides is not great. Also, holy cow, if you just showed up to the park and bought a one-day ticket, it is $80 if you buy at the gate. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't do that. Also, it's like $30 to park your car. So the prices are pretty absurd for a park with, well, a lot of rides closed. Now over here on the left is where you would go for that magic show.
Twice a day?
Yeah. Cool sign for the Mystery River Log Flume. And we get to another closed ride over here, and that is the carousel. And that's interesting because I feel like the carousel is really a ride you never see closed at parks.
No. So maybe they are moving it?
Maybe. But again, their website's not great either. Like, their website doesn't tell you all these rides are going to be closed.
No, when we did enter, there was a list.
Yeah, yes,
So,
absolutely.
And the carousel was on the list, I believe.
Yes. So had you paid your $30 to park your car, then you could have decided, oh no, all these rides are closed, I want to go somewhere else. I mean, there is a smaller drop on the log flume there as well. And it does get hot here in Oklahoma City, so if you wanted to take yourself a hillbilly shower, you can do that.
And you would get quite wet.
Hey, I mean, the log flume doesn't work.
That's true.
Gotta cool off somehow. Right ahead of us is going to be a classic tilt-a-whirl style ride. I will say, if you're a fan of like your classic theme park attractions, like you're very much your classic carnival rides, they do have a good selection of those here at Frontier City. And games, of course, they've got to have games.
You gotta win a giant stuffed animal.
Yep.
Is that a SpongeBob and a banana?
Yeah, that is SpongeBob if SpongeBob was a banana.
Is it SpongeBob without a banana?
SpongeBob, you are correct, Molly. SpongeBob is indeed not a banana. Over here on the left is going to be the bumper cars, another one of those classic carnival rides.
And I do love the theme of the building of how it's an old school like fort.
Yep. Coming up straight ahead of us is Steel Lasso, the park's inverted family-friendly roller coaster. Actually a pretty good ride. A lot of these will have like over-the-shoulder restraints and they'll bang your head around. This one does not. It's actually a smooth ride, and it's kind of a ride like, yeah, every park could have one of these.
Yeah.
Nice for the whole family. It's going to come around here in just a moment.
It does honk the horn every time it dispatches.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that. That's something you would see in like a haunted house, but there you can see the ride going around. Now, I believe every single roller coaster in the park only has one train. So while at opening this had no line, now it's got quite the line.
It was closed also earlier.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because of course it was. Now we're gonna head over here to the right. And right ahead you can see the big sign for the Wild West Gunfighters Stunt Show. Again, that's something you do get here. So if you're looking for closed rides, they've got it. If you're looking for old Western cheesy theme park entertainment, well, they've got that too. The casino is another classic ride, themed up as a big roulette wheel.
I do like how that looks.
It does, yeah.
Very nice. I also think they have a good signing at this park.
Yeah.
Like the signs for their attractions.
They look good.
Yeah. A+.
Yep. If only their maintenance was an A+, or their staffing. I'm not sure what it is for all these rides being closed. Moving along, probably this area was a little waterfall kind of thing at one point, and is now just standing water. You can see some of the log flume over there, obviously not operating right now. But it is kind of a cool log flume. They do have a cave segment that goes on for quite some time. As we move over here to a couple more classic rides.
They have the Scrambler.
The Scrambler, known as the Sidewinder. And then you get, this is not a classic ride, it's a more modern ride known as the Gunslinger, which is I believe it's a Zamperla Power Surge. These, this might be the only park that still has one of these left.
Yeah, really?
I know Knoebels had one for a while, but I think Knoebels got rid of theirs.
Okay, I had no idea.
But then again, it doesn't work here.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's worked in a while, I would guess.
There's a ladder in the middle?
They are, yeah. Somebody's working on it. And to get on or off the ride, you walk under two large guns.
Yeah, that's very Western.
That's very Western indeed. Now, we'll say Frontier City is not the largest of theme parks, as we are getting towards the back of it. It's very easy to walk around. I think the most surprising attraction that was closed today is the train. Like, how could you have an old Western theme park and the train's closed?
Yeah, that's sad.
I know, and it goes like all around the park. I think there might be two stops. I think there might be one in the front in the kids area, and then another one in the back. Coming up on the park's one of the other water rides here at the park, that is Renegade Rapids.
We were watching this, and it doesn't look like you get that wet.
But I've seen people soaked.
Yeah.
I don't know. There might be the Hillbilly Shower. It might be the Renegade Rapids. I'm not sure.
It looked a little gentle.
It does. It goes pretty slow.
Granted, if you get the waterfall wrong, like you could get soaked there.
Maybe. There's also other areas where, like, I'm guessing this rock work here needed major repairs, but then they didn't have the budget to paint the rocks again. Also, this does not run many rafts.
No.
We were watching it earlier trying to get some social media content, and it was,
Here's one.
there comes one. I also wouldn't be surprised if that was a waterfall at one point. Because, yeah, you are really taking a leisurely stroll along the Renegade Rapids as those guys approach the tunnel. But it is cool that the River Rapids does have a tunnel.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing. Going into mine.
And also, like, River Rapids are notoriously expensive to run and maintain, so that they still have one at this park is surprising, actually.
Yeah.
Renegades Rapids is really kind of off on its own here in the back of the park.
It does have shaded and forest.
Yep.
Themed.
I will say, if it is a hot day, the park is entirely blacktop.
Yes.
So you would get, it kind of reverberates the heat. Also, a lot of the blacktop is not in the best of shape. So keep your eyes peeled and watch your step, because there's plenty of holes in the blacktop. One thing I would definitely recommend you do not do here at Frontier City is, well, unfortunately, eat any of the food. It is extremely expensive. If you want let's say, an order of chicken tenders, I was in one of the restaurants earlier. Chicken tenders are $18, plus every food order, for some reason, has a $1.30 surcharge on it.
That's crazy.
Yes, so you're talking well over $20 for an order of chicken tenders.
And if you're like us and you have a fuel rod, you can switch it out here.
Yeah, if you're gonna be at Silver Dollar City for a long time, the fuel rod does work, just like at the Walt Disney World parks.
And then we have our classic Ardo cars.
Yes.
They're a short ride, but really quaint.
Yeah. And it makes sense, again, that's another ride that fits really well with the theme here at Frontier City. I'm also gonna see if I can make it through this entire video without confusing Frontier City and Silver Dollar City, which is a theme park in Branson, Missouri, which we were at about 5 days ago. On the right side there, you're gonna see the Wildcat. The Wildcat is the park's largest roller coaster, and it is a big wooden roller coaster. It is, I think it's a pretty solid ride.
Yeah, no.
Like, you're not gonna get a lot of airtime or crazy forces, but it is smooth, and it's got some pretty cool views.
That's what I think about all the rides here, like the roller coaster rides.
Work.
Well, yeah. They've all been very smooth.
Yep.
Not much airtime, not huge thrills.
One train on everything.
Yes, long waits.
One thing that's cool about the Wildcat here is that there actually is, like, kind of a water splashdown section. I'm gonna actually wait for a train to come by, and I'll get this on video. All right, and here comes the train. See, that's pretty fun.
It's a cool effect.
Yeah. Also, there's another concrete pad over there. I'm guessing that's probably for an old ride that has been long, long gone. If you look behind the roller coaster, you can see the Frontier City's water park. Not a very big water park. There is one slide tower and one big splash fortressy thing with a tipping bucket. But that is also, the entire thing is closed. So, interesting.
And especially since it's summer.
Yep, we are
summer right now.
We are filming this in mid-July. So probably when you would want your water park to be open. I just wouldn't be surprised if that doesn't run anymore.
Probably.
Over here on the right is going to be where you would get on the Wildcat roller coaster.
And you do love the queue.
Yes, as a big dork, the queue is really neat because there are tributes to a whole bunch of other wooden roller coasters. Most of them considerably better than the Wildcat, but it is, as a big dork, I love it. Now, if you are not a big dork, you'll probably be like, why are they telling me about the Comet of Great Escape? But there you can see some of the signage there, and it's all other wooden roller coasters.
I think that's neat.
Yeah. Right ahead of us is Silver Bullet, which is another one of the park's looping roller coasters, the one that actually works. I also like this, in between the wood coaster and Silver Bullet, there's just an area of rocking chairs in the shade.
Yeah, that's a good place to sit down if you're not a roller coaster.
Yep, and other members of your party might be.
Yep, go on.
There is the Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel's in a cool spot. It's up on top of a hill, and then the antique autos go around the Ferris wheel. Weird rule on the Ferris wheel though, you can't have like your phone out to take pictures.
No.
Which
it's like a glass too, like.
Yeah, like I'm all for safety, don't get me wrong. But like, not being able to have your phone on a Ferris wheel is weird. That's a weird rule.
Yeah. It's a long Ferris wheel too.
Yeah.
Maybe there was a long line.
Here's some more views of Silver Bullet, another classic ride. Now, Silver Bullet is actually a traveling roller coaster. So when you're on it, you'll see like things that are filled with water. And that's when this ride was on the traveling fair circuit, then you can move it from town to town.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but here it is all like nasty green water. And Silver Bullet also has quite possibly the slowest lift hill of any roller coaster. It moves at a snail's pace. The ride itself is actually in really good shape. Like I definitely take a ride like this over Scorpion at Busch Gardens Tampa over by us. Might hang out here for just a minute, watch it go through the big loop.
Yeah, it's really slow.
It is
It just crawls.
Yep. Feel like
Again, I looked at it and thought it was gonna be shaky, and it wasn't.
No, it is not. Yeah, this is one I thought was gonna beat you up a little bit, but it did not do that. Their lift motor seems like it might be on the last legs. All right, but you're finally cresting over that first drop. And maybe finally going down. There it goes. Cool spot for the big loop. For me, I would say Wildcat is my favorite roller coaster in the park, but I can definitely see people picking this one as well.
I thought with how loud it is, it was going to be definitely worse than what it is. It's a nice little roller coaster.
Yeah.
I also love this mural.
Yes, this very Country Bear Jamboree-esque character here.
Drinking a Pepsi.
Yep. And now we are going to double back on. We did walk through part of this park earlier, but you're kind of at a more or less a figure 8 kind of layout for most of the park. As we go past Steel Lasso once again.
The good news is I also think the coasters that are here, you know, fit all sizes for the most part.
Yep. Some of these do get, the more modern rides, do get rather tight. I don't think these do.
No.
And they're pretty family friendly as well.
Yes.
Even their looping coasters only have one loop. As we head past Steel Lasso. Now, if you do have a Six Flags pass, that would get you in here to, I almost said Silver Dollar City. This is Frontier City. And I'm filming this just after the merger did close, before they announced whether or not there's going to be a Mega Pass. So this park very well could be on the Mega Pass next year, if such thing exists.
I would assume it has to, right?
That'd be my guess, yeah.
There it goes. It's going uphill.
And that honk is coming soon.
That honk is coming soon.
Let's see, where's the honk? There's the honk. And plenty more photo ops as well. You know, as we walk, why don't we take a look at the park map right here. And I'm going to sort of show you the route that I took throughout the park, so you kind of understand where we went. We started in that big gift shop there. We walked to the right. We walked down Main Street. Then went to the right past the dark ride. We didn't go over there by the amphitheater and the flying scooters. We went past the log flume. We're about right here. And then we went past the casino ride, by the stunt show, past the river rapids, over towards Wildcat, Silver Bullet, Steel Lasso, and then we're going to finish up taking this path here. There's a lobster pot game where you can win giant Pokemon.
Pokemon!
Who would you go for, Molly? Ghastly, Snorlax, Pikachu? Charizard?
Charizard.
I might go for Snorlax.
I love Charizard.
I feel like Snorlax, if he's next to your bed, he might help you go to sleep.
Maybe, yeah. That's an interesting thought.
Yeah, I mean, I did not get a good night's sleep last night. If you're wondering why this walkthrough is a little bit slower than normal, I woke up with a crazy pain in my foot at like 4 in the morning. So if you notice any sort of limp or anything, it's that. Something went wrong with my foot in the middle of the night. But Molly went to Walmart, got me an ankle brace, and I'm doing better now.
And we're walking slow.
And I'm walking slow. That is true.
So this is kind of where we went, right?
Yeah.
We go that way, we head back.
That's back towards the log flume.
Yeah.
We are going to the right, past the tilt-a-whirl. The tilt-a-whirl is named Tornado.
It is also a weird park since you're so close to the highway.
Yeah, the highway, as you can see, is right there. This will be the entry to the bumper cars. Now, I am not super familiar with this park, but I would assume this area probably used to be a ride.
Yeah, probably.
Like, this definitely looks like something that used to be an attraction. Now it's just scenic view of the highway.
I mean, it's nice that they have shaded areas
Yeah,
for.
and there's indoor dining as well in that big center area.
Yeah.
Fort Frontier, I believe it was called. Over here on the right is going to be Rolling Thunder, the Parks Larson Loop ride.
They do have a fabulous song.
Yes, indeed. Now, if you're not familiar with these, they just kind of go in a big circle and you flip upside down.
Over and over and over.
Yes. And that is again going to be that big building right in the front, the Fort Frontier.
And more carnival games.
Yes, there's no shortage of carnival games here.
Mario.
Man, Mario's expensive though. 3 darts, $10.
Look at this giant, like, pineapple.
Oh, those are fun.
Is that a blueberry?
I think a blueberry or grape. I'm not sure.
I say blueberry.
Yeah. No, it's got a little thing on top. That's definitely a grape. Look at the leaves.
I got it.
Let us know in the comment section. Blueberry or grape?
Very important stuff.
Very important stuff indeed. No idea what the volunteer fire station used to be, but now it is 3 picnic tables. On the right is going to be the park's pirate ship ride. Another one of those classic carnival attractions. This one does have a pirate theme, which is interesting because that doesn't make any sense here at Frontier City.
No, not at all.
No, kind of interesting that they didn't go for some sort of like old canoe or something that checks out a little bit more.
The pirate theme makes no sense at all.
No.
We're coming up on the saloon.
Yeah, the Two John Saloon, which has a show in there with like singers and dancing girls. It was a theme park cheesiness to a maximum. Also, they do a beer for sale in there. It's like $12 for a beer, a can of beer.
It's a pretty lovely show.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend seeing the show. I wouldn't be surprised if the showtimes are on the apps. If not, the showtimes are on the signs as you go past the different areas. The final part of the park's walkthrough that we're going through is Timbertown, which is the park's kids area. It's actually, I believe, a relatively new section of Frontier City, or at least the rides are newer. Like some of the kids stuff has been here before, but oh, look at that little teacups ride.
That is cute. I like the play structure.
You mean Hootie's Treehouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty fantastic. Oh, it's one of the foam ball ones. That's always neat. Hootie's Treehouse. As we continue on, I do like that they looks like they still have some of these, like, I'm assuming that's from like an older version of this kids area, like these little houses that you can walk into. And over there, well, that's nothing. There probably used to be a ride there.
And we're getting to the kids coaster. You made me go on.
I did make you go on. I couldn't get my coaster credit on Diamondback, but Frankie's Mine Train here, that was roller coaster 855.
I do like the sign there too.
Yeah, that they are. You know, this probably would have been a lot less embarrassing to go on now when there was nobody over there than a full train. Yeah. There is an adorable hopping frogs kids ride here. You do see this one at a lot of parks. Kids love it. You kind of bounce up and down. Oh, look at that. The painting in the background has a little dapper frog.
Yeah, that's adorable.
Now, some of these kids rides, they will run on an alternating basis. So like the planes might go, and then the little kids swing ride might go. Which is, you know, I could see it being kind of annoying, especially if you got duped and paid that $80 at the gate. And then it looks like there was probably another ride over there at one point. And that will bring us back to the front of the park. And there we go, that's Frontier City here in Oklahoma.
Great theming.
Great theming, cute shows. Would like it if all their rides were running. That is definitely not the case.
Smooth rides.
Yeah, the rides didn't hurt Molly, so that's a plus. All right, there we go, that'll do it. Thank you for watching.